From the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Tuesday, November 19, 2024. In the headlines, more flooding and landslides nationwide as unstable weather continues to affect Grenada. NADMA coordinator says Grenada remains under flood and landslide warnings. Member of Parliament for the Tongue of St. George calls for the completion of the St. John's River Flood Mitigation Project. Also in the news, regionally concern over forms of drug-resistant bacteria in communities in Barbados. Internationally, hundreds remain underground in disused gold mine as South Africa's illegal mining standoff continues. Plus, in the sports news, St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary to feature in all three finals of the Star Malt Inter-Secondary School Football Tournament next week. And Boca Secondary won the match, but Theron Newton pulled off the double-double for Westlake College. Hello, we'll be right back.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
With the details, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. The cleanup process nationwide seems never ending as more reports of land slippage throughout the country keep coming in. Christina John visited several communities today and has this report.
Some citizens have taken the initiative to start clearing blocked roadways, lending support to the Ministry of Infrastructure, a ministry that has become overwhelmed. One of the most recent and largest landslips reported following days of unstable weather condition was in Mardi Gras, St. George, Tuesday morning. The rapid land movement brought down large boulders and trees, blocking the main road, restricting movement in the area, as well as disrupting electricity and water supply. 2 utility poles were shifted from their position and water mains were impacted. Homeowners in the vicinity were moved beyond words, saying this was the worst they've seen since Hurricanes Ivan and Emily.
Maybe around 4:30 in the morning, I heard this loud crack, and I thought it was one of this tree here. I thought it was one of the tree, but when I look at it, I could barely see anything because it was dark in the night, 4 o'clock in the morning. And when I see the light come a little bit, I saw the pole slanted and the nutmeg tree was cracked. So I thought it was just the nutmeg tree and the pole until around 6 in the morning. Everybody started talking, and I heard all the commotion outside, and I realized when I come out all the dirt, and I couldn't. So, but apparently now the top, there's an old water tank to the top, so we're not sure if that contributed to all the water coming up because it overflowed the water and everything just come down. The good thing about it is that if you look at the big stones there, that the dirt came down before the stone. Otherwise, we'd have more disaster with all of that.
This senior citizen said it was around 4 a.m. he heard a sound and didn't think much of it until daylight.
Don't what happened bed, they had time to take bed. Coming to morning time, we had a rapture. But we didn't take nothing to force it or nothing like that. We didn't call me and thing by his brother. We didn't call me and thing, how it was devastating like in Ukraine. How we making space like that to come down, have to do what they do. That was the condition. We had my difficult time with it. Still, come back now like Russia attacking Ukraine again. This thing and them friend. The trees, man. We're still trying to get rid of the trees and the water bust. When the water bust, you know, you have to take cover. There's no way you can go and help.
Kevin George, attached to the Ministry of Infrastructure, spoke to the efforts to have the area motorable by evening.
So this morning we received the complaints of a massive landslide, as you can see behind me, and we started mobilizing our crews. So we had some chainsaw operators that had to go in firstly and cut up all the logs and the trees that came down. We had some large nutmeg trees, cocoa trees, all different types of trees. They basically cut up all those trees, right? Then we presently are waiting the men to come and drill the larger boulders that wouldn't be able to just be placed on a truck to go with. They would come and drill them, break them up smaller, and then we would be able to cart them away. We also have happening now the soil. We have an excavator loading trucks with the soil that is there and carting it away so that we can clear up that road. We have a bobcat that is presently walking on the top side, an excavator walking on the bottom side, and the aim is to have this road motorable by nightfall, basically.
The road officer was asked about the disposal of the materials being picked up in this particular area.
So presently where we are dumping right behind us here now, we were just given permission by the landowner who wants to build up his land. So he basically gave that permission to dump there. But most of our dumping with the trees and the pieces of rocks and so, any debris besides mud would be aiming towards the Perseverance dump site, which is our approved dump site.
Christina John, GBN News.
This story to report: Kenroy Joseph, Osman Nichols, and Joel Carmichael are among homeowners seriously impacted by the continuous shifting of land, caused in part by human error and improper drainage at the top to control the volume of water that comes down the hillside. The homeowners and their families have had to adjust their priorities as cleaning up the land slippage has become their main focus. Another Christina John report.
That's the present route for two families living within these parts. Where we're at is an area called Belmarsh Drive in Tempe, St. George, where land slippage has created havoc, blocking the entrance and the roadway to the homes of these two families.
Right, so last week we had a bigger slide, high as the roof. I had a front wall, they break it down. They cleaned it up. It took 2 to 3 days to clean it up, and then today, exact another Tuesday again, we have another slide, and all my pipes are damaged again. When you look at the hill, it's going already, so any rain, this whole hill will come down, so I don't know what would happen. I'm not sure if we could see it tonight.
On and around 5 o'clock, I get a call from my neighbor saying, come move your vehicle. And then immediately I rushed out the house, only to meet a whole big slide directly. The van was literally right here. And while I'm trying to get the family out of the house, the slide is coming down. So we barely made it out. Luckily, it's not that severe as my neighbors suffer over there, because they had it last week and then this week again. The water, I've been stressing on the water a while back to the ministry about controlling the water from at the top of the road, and they just did this so far. I don't know if they have a contingency plan with it, but the water need to divert, and from the 2 runoff that coming down here, it's like 4 bodies of water directly coming down this way.
Apart from the land slippage that you've seen taking place here, another concern that they've expressed to GBN is that of the dumping of loose soil at the top from another land slippage that has taken place on the main road and is being dumped over to this side. They are fearful that with another heavy shower of rain, that loose soil will also come down.
As we speak now, they're cleaning up the road by Bread Supermarket, and they're dumping the water soil, should I say, down the hill. And it come out from one hazard situation and it create a next. So all the soil come and stop in the road. Or they dump it. So they dump on top and it fall on us below. I was up there earlier and assisting, and I told them your house is under here, so they cannot really dump stuff there. So one guy even say, well, where else they will dump it because the truck cannot hold the water.
We moved in our home the end of May this year. That's about 5 months we're here, and we never anticipated that this would happen. But we knew that if the water up in the road was blocked, all the water would come down here. That's something we knew, and then we actually see happening now. So we are in some serious predicament here. Myself, Joel, and Asban. That's the house just lower down. And basically they are dumping this stuff on the side of the road. So once the rain comes, it's going to bring it down right down to us. And it's a serious issue because these three houses at any time, based on the slides, can fall.
Yeah. So I would like to ask any of the authorities if they could assist us with like 4 of us inside here. If I don't know, if they could assist us, it would be really, really helpful.
Reporting from Belmarsh Drive in Tempe, St. George, where residents have taken on the initiative to start the cleanup process, but are still seeking the assistance from the relevant authority to come to their rescue to get them out of this present situation. I am Christina John for GBN News.
Well, as Grenada grapples with the aftermath of severe flooding and landslides, government is preparing financial aid for recovery efforts. Rena Thomas tells us more.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell will seek cabinet approval to provide financial assistance to farmers, businesses and households impacted by recent landslides and flooding. During a press briefing on Tuesday, the Minister for Infrastructure reiterated the government's commitment to helping affected communities recover from the extensive damage caused by the heavy rains over the past few days.
So, through the Ministry of Economic Development and Finance, as well as Social Housing and Community Development, we will be seeking Cabinet's approval to provide further financial assistance, for example, to our farmers who've been severely impacted by the flooding, to households that have been significantly impacted by the flooding, and to businesses who've also been significantly impacted by the flooding. At this stage, we are not in a position to give precise details of this because we are still assessing the extent and the level of the damage and the potential continue.
The Prime Minister highlighted Grenada's growing vulnerability to extreme weather events, attributing the challenges to changing climate patterns over the past 11 months. He emphasized the significant impact of climate change on the island's landscape.
But I want to emphasize that the island is very vulnerable. We've lost significant vegetative cover as a result of the drought and the hurricane in the mountains, in the hillside. And oftentimes in the low-lying area, you may not be experiencing rainfall. And within half an hour, there's flooding because there is a deluge of rain in the mountain or the hillside. So we have to be vigilant. We have to take the warnings from the Meteorological Office or from NADMA seriously, and we need to act accordingly to make sure that we can safeguard lives and livelihoods.
Over 50 landslides have been recorded in the past 10 days, with numbers expecting to rise as assessments continue. The Prime Minister urged residents in affected areas to remain patient as teams work to clear debris and restore normalcy as quickly as possible.
I want to take the opportunity to thank all of our volunteers, all of the cleanup crews, all of the citizens who have been reporting the slides or sending videos of them. We welcome them, we appreciate them, but we also ask for your patience and for your understanding. We will get to all of you. This is a national effort. In some cases, the more remote you are, the longer obviously it will take. The smaller or narrower the road, the more we'll have to find the appropriate equipment to get there or to get to you. So we please ask for your guidance. We ask for you to report the slides, to report anything that looks dangerous, and we will certainly do our best to try and get there as quickly as possible, but we will not be able to respond to all of the slides, all of the flooding, all of the challenges immediately. So we ask you to bear this in mind.
Rena Thomas, GBN News.
In recent days, residents of River Road have felt the brunt of Mother Nature as weather systems dumped inches of rain on the island, forcing rivers to burst their banks, flooding out roadways and rendering them impassable. Vehicles parked along the roadside were washed away by raging water. In conversation today with Member of Parliament for the Tongue of St. George, Peter David, he explained what he believes could possibly solve the issue.
Parliamentary representative for the Town of St. George, Peter David, is calling on government to complete the St. John River flood mitigation project, commonly referred to as the River Road project. The Member of Parliament pointed to two main factors which he believes have contributed to the volume of water that has flooded the roadways.
If you look at the areas where the river comes into the road and affects people, it's at the areas where the bridges are supposed to be done and the walls are supposed to be completed. In other words, the reason why the flooding continues in the road is because of the fact that the project has not been completed. The water did not come over the walls. The water entered the road at the point where the walls have not been built because the three bridges that are supposed to replace, the two bridges that are supposed to replace the two present bridges have not been done, and the walls that adjoin the bridges have not been done, and therefore the water enters the road. One of the areas being right across from my office in the town of St. George. So we see it. So I urge them to complete the project, and the people of River Road will be saved from all the mess that is taking place at the moment.
The parliamentary representative alluded to climate change and the lack of proper guidance in the construction of roads and houses as factors contributing to the flooding and land instability challenges we are now faced with.
All of our stakeholders, this is not a partisan political issue. This is an issue that we must all confront. How do we develop? How do we get more cars on the road, more trucks on the road, more people, more houses, and all of that, at the same time mitigating the consequences of that when it comes to our natural environment? So in our building, with our physical planning unit and with all of the people involved, as we develop, as a nation, as we build more houses, as we bring more cars, as we bring more trucks, as we build more concrete drains rather than callaloo drains, we must look at the possible consequences, bearing in mind the effects of climate change, which is rare, that there's going to be much more of this happening. So making a statement which calls on the government certainly to address it, but calls on everybody involved.
However, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell shared a different opinion. During Tuesday's press conference, he said he does not believe the completion of the project will solve the issue.
There were essentially three remaining main aspects of the project. The two bridges, which is the Humpback Bridge and the bridge located to Steele's Auto Supplies, which have to be constructed anew, and then the entire road was required to be paved. I'll be honest with you, in light of what I've seen, I don't know that merely having two new bridges and repaving the road is going to address the flooding that we're facing at River Road. And I don't know that building a 200-foot wall or 10-foot wall will address it. So it's clear from where I sit that I think we are going to have to get a flood mitigation expert to review all of this and to provide further guidance. Obviously,
Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Kevin Blash, provided some details about what's left of the River Road project.
So essentially, as Prime Minister would have indicated, we have 3 outstanding packages to be done. We would have done some revisions in terms of the proposed design, but now, given the volume of rainfall that we've experienced, we may have to, in a second phase to these final packages, do some additional work upstream of the river. The intended plan, especially closest to the stadium, is to create a new humpback bridge. The current design of the existing humpback bridge, because it is lower, close to the edge of the road, it becomes blocked with bamboo and other pieces of logs and debris, and that also now creates a hydraulic jump in the river that forces the water out to the sides into the stadium. So within the ministry now, our current plan is to attack the construction of these bridges in the dry season coming up. If we do have a dry season.
Christina John, GBN News.
Additional rainfall is expected in the coming days. That's according to National Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters, who issued an update during a press briefing on Tuesday morning. Dr. Walters confirmed that Grenada remains under flood and landslide warnings as the country continues to experience adverse weather conditions.
The Meteorological Office at the Morris Bishop International Airport has advised NADMA that a low-level trough in the vicinity of the Windward Islands is producing moderate to heavy showers and isolated thunderstorms like we experienced overnight. Moisture and instability associated with the surface trough will continue to affect the island chain. Consequently, a flood and a landslide warning has been issued for the state of Grenada. Now, if conditions persist, more flooding and landslides are expected.
Dr. Walters reminded residents that Grenada is still in the hurricane season and urged everyone to remain vigilant and prepared for potential disasters.
I want to remind everyone that we are still in the hurricane season. The season ends officially on the 30th of November. We can expect more rainfall and we can expect wet conditions to continue. November is normally the wettest month. We live in a multi-hazard environment where we should expect more than one hazard to occur at the same time. So we urge residents to be prepared at all times for these hazards. Pay attention to the information from the Met Office and from NADMA and from other entities. Importantly, do not cross flooded areas, neither in your vehicle or on foot. The Meteorological Office and NADMA will continue to monitor the situation and provide timely updates.
This is Network News live from the Grenadian capital, still to come from us. Nawasa estimates that restoring its dams and other water supply facilities will cost over $800,000. Back in a moment.
At Ariza, we find ways to celebrate you. Little wins or bigger ones. Working hard and staying on track. Meet your need while saving for your dreams with our Cheers to You loan. Get up to $50,000, repayable in up to 10 years, and benefit from a lump sum saving when the loan is repaid. Live those dreams. Follow those steps. Take that leap of faith or invest in yourself. Make a toast. Lift a glass. Cheers to you. Join today and apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom. Your future.
GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative.
I'm here to say a special thank you to GRENLEC for all that they have been doing for us. Now, most recently, we are very grateful for the paving of our yard. We now have easy access to drop off, to pick up stuff, and also it serves as a recreation point. So we're very, very grateful. And again, we want to say hats off to GRENLEC for always being there for us. And we hope that God would bless the company so that you can continue to support us.
GRENLEC, energizing our community.
There goes my new car. Guess I'm back on my bike.
Your bike? CG United offers new car replacement. Remember my monster truck days? Well, one night I attempted a 50-foot pogo double backflip. I landed it and went to karaoke. It wasn't until afterward that my car got hit by that fisherman. He gave me some great mahi-mahi though. Anyway, they paid fast and got me in a new car. Now call a cab. I want you to meet my alpaca guy.
New car replacement for the first year of ownership. CG United. Good like that.
Why wish upon a star? Our bank is better by far.
This Christmas, experience the holidays as you wish with financing from Co-op Bank. Ride in style with 100% financing on new vehicles and enjoy attractive interest rates, or get up to $50,000 unsecured to complete those home renovations, treat your family and friends, and check off everything on your Christmas list this year. Take advantage of discounted interest rates, win shopping vouchers, and so much more. Apply now and experience it as you wish this Christmas with Co-op Bank. Visit our website or your nearest retail banking unit for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen, one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. The finest loans we have to spread the Christmas cheer. With Republic Bank, we can make your dreams come true. Like magic, it will appear. With Republic Bank, make this Christmas happen. With Republic Bank this year. Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Christmas is all about the moments we share, the smiles, the laughter, and the love that fills our homes. This season, let your walls reflect the warmth of family time. Sisson's Paint, match with every shade of togetherness. Celebrate 12 weeks of Christmas with Sissons. Buy one, get one 30% off on selected items. And with every purchase of any Sissons Paint, you get a chance to win US $100 every week for 12 weeks from October 1st to December 22nd. Terms and conditions apply. Available at all Sissons hardware dealers nationwide. Sissons, internationally tested, brilliantly affordable.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. The finest loans we have to spread the Christmas cheer. With Republic Bank, we can make your dreams come true. Like magic, it will appear. With Republic Bank, make this Christmas happen. With Republic Bank this year. Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, heavy rains from the recent weather systems experienced have left the National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, facing extreme costs in damage as it works to restore critical water systems across Grenada. We get more in this Rena Ped Thomas report.
The National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, estimates that restoring its dams and other water supply facilities will cost over $800,000. This comes after Grenada experienced severe weather over the past 10 days due to the intertropical convergence zone, with some areas recording over 106 millimeters of rainfall. NAWASA's acting general manager, Terence Smith, described the recent damage as 60% worse than what was experienced during Hurricane Beryl. He noted that the authority has already spent significant resources clearing dams clogged by mudslides and debris caused by the extreme rainfall.
The impact on our ability to provide drinking water is worse. It's about 60% worse than the damage that we sustained in Hurricane Beryl. We're still doing damage assessment, but we've done a preliminary projection based on the assessment that we did following Hurricane Beryl, in which about 7 or 8 of our plants were seriously impacted. This time it's 14 out of 28. And we project damage, the cost of the damage, to be of the order of over $800,000. So that is just a preliminary projection. We still need to do some more detailed damage assessment and estimates. But
the heavy rains from last Monday into Tuesday triggered more mudslides and flooding, leading to broken pipes in the transmission and distribution system and blocked dams. The parishes of St. George, St. Andrew, and St. David were among the hardest hit. Smith revealed that 15 of NAWASA's water systems were affected over the last 2 days, with 4 systems expected to be restored soon.
So as of 9:30 a.m. this morning, 15 of our systems are still impacted, of which dams are blocked in 9 systems, and 4 of these 15, 4 systems are projected to be recommissioned, reinstated by the end of today, Tuesday 19th. And for 10 systems, which we're working on now, we cannot give a projection as to when service will be restored, because in most instances, we have not been able to reach the dams as yet because the river stages are still too high. It's dangerous for our workers to go out there, so it's still a work in progress.
As repairs and assessments continue, Smith assured the public that further updates will be provided.
As we've been doing over the last 2 weeks, when we have further technical updates, one or other of my engineering colleagues, together with our comms unit, will be preparing press releases and various forms of information packages, and we would be publicizing these over the traditional as well as social media.
NAWASA is urging customers to remain patient as teams work tirelessly to restore water supply systems across the island. Rena Pett Thomas, GBN News.
Reports of 29 landslides and counting in St. David alone. Here's what's going on. The parish has been severely affected by torrential rains in the last 2 weeks, causing significant damage to road infrastructure and leaving residents displaced and homes destroyed across various communities. Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for St. David, Deacon Mitchell, outlined preliminary details about the extent of damage caused by the torrential rains on Sunday.
We have reports of at least 3 homes that have been completely destroyed. I visited 2 of them last night, one in Mount Agnes, one in Rucane, and we think we have one that is significantly compromised as well in the Mount Tranquil area, and we are having other reports of flooding or water damage to other households, and that's ongoing. There are some businesses, so for example, the water bottling business in Lassages has been completely and utterly devastated by the flooding. We suspect that the damage would be extensive to all of the equipment and so on. And again, the business is in fact located in a low-lying area.
The Prime Minister, who's also the Minister for Infrastructure and Disaster Management, outlined immediate measures being taken to assist individuals most affected.
What we have been doing in terms of persons who've been impacted is through social community development and housing, is looking to get alternative housing for them, for example, at the current affordable housing site, which was graciously built by the government and people of China, as well as mobilizing to provide them with things like clothing if they needed, food, etc. This is ongoing. In some instances, family members have taken some of them in, but the team is out working assiduously to be able to respond.
All right, so efforts to clear debris and restore accessibility are underway. According to Kevin Blash, Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, 20 heavy equipment operators have been engaged to address over 50 landslides across the island. Abigail Ellis, Public Relations Officer for the NDC St. David Branch Parliamentary Office, told GBN via telephone on Tuesday that 7 machines have been working simultaneously throughout the parish. At the time of the interview, Ellis confirmed that work was ongoing to clear 2 major slides which have rendered the Latant Bay Road and Rucane Road impassable. Authorities are urging affected individuals to remain patient as efforts continue to provide relief to the parishes. Now, the TMI Community College says it is making strides to resuming practical lab sessions despite the ongoing challenge of getting the ordered chemical agents shipped to Grenada. More in this report.
On October 22nd, students of the Natural Science Department of the T.A. Marisho Community College staged a protest outside the school's main entrance, stating that it was 7 weeks since they participated in practical lab sessions. With CAPE exams approaching, which account for 40% of their final grade, the students expressed frustration due to outdated equipment and a lack of necessary chemical agents and other resources. Almost 1 month later, Deputy Principal of the T.A. Marisho Community College, John Tellisford, has confirmed progress in addressing the issues affecting practical lab sessions for students. Speaking with GBN's news team, Tellisford announced that laboratory facilities are now operational for physics and biology students. However, challenges persist for chemistry students. According to Tellisford, the college has managed to secure some of the necessary chemical agents through assistance from local secondary schools and the Ministry of Education.
We have started labs. The physics and biology labs have started. We still have a minor challenge with finding some of the chemicals for the chemistry labs, but we have started. We've gotten assistance from many agencies, including some of our secondary schools around the Ministry of Education. We are now engaging the St. George's University to see if we can get some assistance from them. But all in all, we have started labs in both biology and chemistry, and to a lesser extent, biology and physics, and to a lesser extent, our chemistry labs.
Tellisford explained that the shipment of chemicals ordered from the United States has been delayed due to strict regulations surrounding the procurement and the transport of such materials.
The shipment is on its way. Because we are dealing with hazardous materials, these things take quite a lot of paperwork and a lot of planning to be shipped. We cannot ship them via air. So no, we have not, it's not on site as yet, but it is in the process of getting here.
Some students have already started their CAPE examination. The college administration has assured students and the parents that they are actively working to solve the remaining issues as soon as possible. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
After the break, National Cleanup Campaign launched in response to ongoing rainfall. We'll be back.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're working for a while, come by Courts, I'll make you smile. Courts Black Friday come around. We are the best prices in town. Black Friday starts now at Courts. Yeah, it's back. Courts Black Friday. I tell you, hurry fast. Traffic on the highway. You know we got unbeatable prices. And furniture, electronics, and appliances. Are you coming? Say yeah. Weekly prices. And best deals of this season. Shop and credit to win big. And pay nothing until next year, February. Rock out and come down to Courts. Courts already load. Courts already load. Black Friday start. Courts already load. And go when Black Friday come out. You call me to it's the level, high the level, raise the level, up it.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them massive dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 now. Them man make hard on them man. Me have 38 but you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Win big in the ACB season of joy and rewards.
Oh, joy and rewards. It's the season to enter and win what's yours. Have your loan payments wiped away for a year, bringing the joy of Christmas to you. We know that you're ready for the holidays with the $500 weekly giveaway. Oh, joy and rewards with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Right, you are watching Network News. Let's report this story at this time. A national cleanup campaign has been launched by the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation to address the significant impact of the ongoing heavy rainfall across Grenada. This campaign calls on all Grenadians to band together in an effort to ensure the safety, cleanliness, and proper functioning of their communities. The focus of the campaign is on clearing drains and pathways of debris to reduce the risk of flooding and ensure public safety. The ministry is appealing to all citizens, organizations, and community groups to actively participate in cleaning and maintaining their surroundings. In collaboration with the Ministry of Infrastructure and Physical Development, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation, and Transportation, MIT is coordinating efforts to address landslides. Stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news. Wherever you are, we'll be back.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. Ronald Frederick was in ripping form yesterday for Boca Secondary as they whipped Wesley College 60-40 in the Subway Inter-Secondary School Basketball Tournament. Frederick was in his element, coming away with 22 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists. However, Theron Newton was the real star on the day. Despite losing, he sank 26 nets and grabbed 11 boards for a jaw-dropping performance for Wesley College on the Carana Sporting Complex. Additionally, he came away with 8 steals and 1 assist. Meanwhile, St. Rose Modern Secondary came away with a 54-17 win over St. John's Christian Secondary. Keston top scored for St. Rose Modern Secondary with 12 points, 2 boards, and 2 steals. Daniel James led the way for St. John's Christian Secondary, scoring 7 points with 2 boards and 3 steals. From basketball, we move to netball. 3 matches were played yesterday in the D's Sport Shop Inter-Secondary School Netball Tournament. Starting in the B Division, MacDonald College came away with an 11-6 victory over St. Joseph's Convent St. George's. Both schools then clashed in the Senior Division. This time, however, the Convent ladies found redemption for the earlier defeat of their younger sisters. They won the match 32-26. We can tell you, too, the third match on the card yesterday saw the Anglican High School putting on a scoring clinic on J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary. Final scores: the Anglican High School 102, J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary 2. The tournament is in the preliminary stage. St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School will defend their junior title in the Star Malt Inter-Secondary School Football Tournament. St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary will play MacDonald College in the final. MacDonald College won their semi-final matchup against GBSS 2-0 yesterday. SAS, on the other hand, won their semi-final matchup against their cross-stung rival Grenville Secondary 3-2 last week. Meanwhile, SAS will feature in the final of the Girls Open Division against MacDonald College next week. MacDonald College last week marched their way into the Girls Open Division final after beating the Anglican High School 4-1 in their semi-finals clash. Still with the Star Malt Inter-Secondary School Football Tournament, Boca Secondary will defend their senior title when they play St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary in the final. Boca Secondary got the better of MacDonald College in the semi-finals, beating them 2-0, while St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary came away with a 2-0 victory over Happy Hill Secondary. We can tell you too, SAS will feature in all 3 finals set for next week. We wish them well. That's the sports news for now. There's confirmation in Barbados that people there have been showing up at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital with drug-resistant forms of bacteria. Director of Clinical and Diagnostic Services, Dr. Corey Ford, made the startling revelation on Morning Barbados as the hospital observes World Antimicrobial Resistance Week.
What worries me most, as I say again, is that we're now seeing a reversal of the trends where before you will see these things in hospital, now they're coming from our community. It is a scary event, it is difficult, and they will tell you the costs that will go along with the healthcare with this is going to be astronomical. protect those people who are more vulnerable. Who are those people? Those are the people with the diabetes, the hypertension, the complications of that with kidney disease.
Just like we saw with COVID.
Exactly. So, and then the aging population, right? Then we have to deal with that and the impact it has on that. We're going to affect the guys who don't go and get the test done to check, make sure they don't have enlarged prostates and then have bags of urine. They get urinary tract infections. It often is recurrent. And then what happens to them? They end up on antibiotics courses, multiple antibiotic courses, and what do they develop? These resistant bugs. And I believe a lot of what we're seeing coming from the community is because people are not, and I'll say on this today, it's not only humans, but people actually are using antibiotics on animals.
Well, antimicrobial resistance occurs when bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites no longer respond to medicines such as antibiotics. The misuse and overuse of antimicrobials in humans, animals, and plants are the main drivers in developing drug-resistant pathogens. Researchers forecast that South Asia, Latin America, and the Caribbean will have the highest antimicrobial mortality rates by 2050. Dr. Ford warns that the impact on Barbados would be especially severe because of the country's aging population and the high prevalence of chronic non-communicable diseases. Further afield, a standoff between hundreds of illegal miners in a disused gold mine and police at the shaft's entrance continues in South Africa's northwest province. Volunteers have made little progress in bringing miners to the surface. The government says it's now planning a professional rescue operation. That's after a court ordered police to stop blocking access.
A single harness and a very long rope are all these volunteers have for the rescue operation. Many of them are neighbours or relatives of the miners who've been underground for more than a month. In recent days, they say they've pulled several miners up from the 2-kilometre deep shaft, some of them emaciated and one of them dead.
There is enough police here, but they just come and look at us. The whole day, they just come and look at us. They are not helping.
Police have been stationed at the top of the disused mine shaft for weeks, ready to arrest anyone who comes out. It's now been cordoned off.
The reports of the number of people down there vary from hundreds to thousands. It's not clear how many there are, but it is clear that it's difficult to get them out without more help. At most, 3 or 4 are being brought out a day, and the longer this goes on, the less likely it is that they'll all come out alive.
The government's tone has softened after a minister said last week they'd smoke out the illegal miners. Police say a professional rescue operation's being prepared, but it'll take days.
We are law enforcement. We cannot act against our own constitution, so we are cognizant of that. And the issues of depriving them the basic necessities, it's not correct.
It's not clear if all the miners want to come up and face arrest, or if all of them have a choice. Much of South Africa's multi-million-dollar illegal mining business is controlled by criminal gangs. Community volunteers say police cut off food and water supplies for several days last week, and the miners are now too weak to come up. After the rope was lowered, those below sent only a note requesting medication, food and water.
You can't just come and stand on top of the shaft while people that are alive, even if you are dead, you must be taken out.
South Africa's stark inequality has grown even worse since this mine and many others were closed about 35 years ago. Relatives of the miners say they risk it all because there's no other way to make a living here. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Stilfontein, South Africa.
We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. We have to leave now, but first a reminder of the headlines. More flooding and landslides nationwide as unstable weather continues to affect Grenada. NADMA coordinator says Grenada remains under flood and landslide warnings. Member of Parliament for the Tongue of St. George, Peter David, calls for the completion of the St. John's River flood mitigation project. Also in the news, regionally concern over forms of drug-resistant bacteria in communities in Barbados. Internationally, hundreds remain underground in disused gold mine as South Africa's illegal mining standoff continues. Plus in the sports news, St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary to feature in all three finals of the Starmalt Inter-Secondary School Football Tournament next week. And Boca Secondary won the match, but Theron Newton pulled off the double-double for Wesley College. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you so much for tuning in to the news. Please be safe. Goodbye.